school, a very dear friend of mine took his own life. It was completely unexpected. Nobody thought he would be capable of doing something so extreme. But according to Stephanie Pappas from the Life Science website, 8.3 million Americans adults reported having suicidal thoughts in the past year. 2.2 million went as far as to make plans, and 1 million made a suicide attempt. Today, I'm going to tell you about the lessons I learned from losing my friend. Nobody saw it coming. We've all made jokes about suicide. I'm sure we've all had a day when the workload piles up and you say, man, I'd rather kill myself than do this. Before, I didn't really take suicide seriously because I didn't realize the gravity of the subject. Alan was the first person in my life to commit suicide. He was the kindest, friendliest guy I knew. I struggled to understand why he did it. He had told me about his depression, his problems with his girlfriend, and whatever else he was dealing with months before he died. But I never would have thought that a guy that happy could suddenly take his own life, but he did. His family hosted a memorial service, and hundreds of students from our school came to pay respects. I remember looking around and thinking, wow, this is how many people care about him. I remember wondering if Alan ever realized how many people that actually was. Everybody talked so much about what he could have accomplished, how he could have gone so far in his life. I remember his plans to pursue higher education and become a journalist. And I remember that one question that I kept asking myself that day at the service that just wouldn't leave my mind. Why? What I learned from Alan's passing is that we never know who is struggling, and we should consider that more often when we interact with our peers. So this is my advice to you guys. To those who struggle with staying positive, ask for help. Don't feel like your problems don't matter, because they do. Seek out support from friends and family, and if you need it, get professional help. Remind yourself that it will pass, and things will always get better. Remember that killing yourself doesn't end the possibility of things getting worse. It only eliminates the possibility of them ever getting better. To those who know someone who is struggling with themselves, or help them out. The American Foundation of Suicide Prevention reports that between 50 and 75% of people who attempt suicide talk about their suicidal thoughts, feelings, and plans before they commit the act. Remember that killing yourself doesn't. Consider your words, actions, and how they affect those around you, because you never know what is going on in somebody's life or how they truly feel that day. Most importantly, I learned we should always be kind no matter what. Love is why we are here. It is the force for good in this sometimes random and harsh world. Share it freely. Express it daily. Respect, praise, and love people. Humans are emotional, fragile beings walking this earth together on this earth, and we should only project love into this world. We need to be more conscious about helping each other and building each other up. What Alan taught me is very important, and is summed up very well in this quote by John Watson. Be kind, for everybody that you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Thank you.
That's it. That was over 3 minutes, but